Hi, I'm Chris Navarro, brown belt in for American Top Team. Today we're going to talk about the position full guard being on top. All right. So now the first things you want to do when you're in somebody's full guard is you want to spread your knees exactly how I'm sitting right now. So your feet and your knees kind of resemble the shape of a triangle. You don't want to have your knees in together like this because then you don't have any kind of base and it's easy for your opponent or your partner to topple you over. All right. So you want to sit with your knees out. And you want to sit down on your heels here like this. You want to have a heavy base. So it's hard for your partner to rock you or pull you any which way, left or right or front and back. All right? So now when we go into the full guard. Right there. So we're here in the full guard. I have my knees. My knees should be outside my partner's hips here. Right? And I should be on my feet, on my heels, sitting on my heels. Then my posture should be straight up. I don't want to be postured down here because this is where my partner is going to try to submit me. He's going to try to start his attacks. I want to use either his gi or this part of my hands to hold his ribs down so that he doesn't try to sit up and grab me. So see here, it's very hard for him to sit up all the way and maybe grab my head or something like that. All right. Another thing that I don't want to do, I want to keep my hands centered here. Imagine there's an imaginary line going down your partner. This arm stays on this side of the line and this arm stays on this side. I don't want to cross over because if I start to cross over, maybe if I start to attack this arm, my partner can climb, go all the way up, and he'll climb up my back. All right? So when you're in the full guard, make sure you're here. My hands stay on its own side of the imaginary line. My knees are wide. I have a good base. You can't like topple me over. The next thing I don't want to do is I don't want to put my hands on the mat. When I put my hands on the mat, I'm susceptible to submission. So maybe he can go for a kimura. He can sit up and go for omoplata here. All right. I want to try to keep my hands on my partner. If I put my hands on the mat, I want to try to get them right back up as fast as possible. Don't leave them here. This is for traps. And last but not least, I don't want to go for submissions. The only option for me right now is to pass the guard. So only try to open his guard. If I start to go for submissions, again, like I said, my arm go across, he can take my back, things like that. I don't have any chokes from here. If I try to go for maybe a cross choke, it's very easy for him to just lock my arms up and get an arm bar here, okay? My only option is to try to open his guard and pass his guard to side control, and that's when I can start attacking submissions. Last thing I want to talk about is the grips that we're going to do. When you grab somebody's collar or their sleeves, I can't go with my fingers inside the collar like this, right? I can't go with my fingers inside. I have to stay with them outside. This is more like, it's an illegal grip and it's also a safety. If he kind of spins his hands around, he can break my fingers because now I can't get them out, right? So make sure that when you do this, you're kind of going to make a little like hook here. Then your fingers are going to go in and then you're going to make a fist and drive with your knuckles here. Just kind of control his arm. Right? Last time. All right, guys, that's basics from the full guard, the top position. I'm Chris from American Top Team.